Today, you're going to learn your first chord on the ukulele. Actually, you're going to learn your first two chords on the ukulele. When you first start out playing, the very first thing you want to do is learn how to tune your instrument. This is really, really important. So if you have not learned how to tune, you're going to want to check out my tutorial on how to tune your ukulele first. Once you learn how to tune, you can do anything else. And we're going to start with chords. Now, why learn chords first? Well, chords are kind of the building blocks to songs. So if you want to play along with a song, or if you want to strum along and sing, you have to know the specific chords that go with that song. My channel is sort of geared for the more beginner/intermediate students, so a lot of the play-along videos and things that are on this channel are going to be put into keys that are very playable and very easy once you learn the basic chords. Now, I am using a soprano ukulele. The chords that I'm going to teach you, you can use on a soprano, a concert, or a tenor size ukulele. So if you have one of those three, these chords are going to work for you and they're going to be the correct chords. You'll also notice that I have some stickers on the neck of my instrument. When I'm teaching a large class of students, I use a color-coded system to help them remember where their fingers should go. But you don't have to do that if you're at home and just learning from home. It's just kind of an explanation as to why I do it this way. So today we are going to learn our C and our A minor chords. C is a major chord and A is a minor chord. So the very first thing you got to learn how to do is read these little fingering charts. I'm going to put the graphic up for the C chord right now. And what you're going to do is take a look at that. What you're going to notice is that what you are actually viewing when you see a chord chart is basically the first 3 or 4 frets of the ukulele. And they're all blank. The dot is where your finger goes, and the number inside the dot is which finger you're supposed to put down on that specific string. Some people say, well, why does it matter what finger I use? Believe me, it matters what finger you use, because as you learn lots of chords, they're made in specific ways so that you can transition between chords easily if you use the right fingers. So the C chord has a 3 inside a little dot that is on the 3rd fret of our A string. Now the 3 means ring finger. Pointer is 1, middle is 2, ring is 3. So what you're going to do is take your ring finger and you're going to push down. On mine it's a pink dot, and all you're going to do is press down. You want to actually press into the fretboard. You want to push hard so it's touching the fretboard. Your thumb should be behind the neck, and then what you're going to do with your pointer finger or with your thumb is just strum down on all 4 strings. That is a C chord. So that's your C chord. And what you want to do is start learning how to get to the C chord without having to look or take a whole lot of time to get there. So in the beginning, you just get your 3rd finger, find that fret, look at the little fingering chart to remind you of where things go, and strum down. That's your first chord, which is great. But now what we have to do is we're going to learn our second chord that also only uses 1 finger, and then we're going to learn how to transition between those 2 chords before we move on to the next one. So the next chord is A minor. So take a look at this chord graphic. What you're going to notice is that A minor also only uses 1 finger, but it uses a different finger. It has a number 2 inside it, which means it is your middle finger. And the A minor chord is all the way up here on the G string, which is the one closest to your body. You're going to take your middle finger, 2nd finger, push down on that 2nd fret, and if you strum down, that's your A minor chord. Okay, so minor chords sound a little bit sad, but if you strum down, that's what your A minor chord should sound like. One thing I just want to say real quick is that when you're watching a tutorial, we're actually in opposition of each other. So my left hand is on the neck of the instrument. You should have your neck going the opposite direction from me. So if you have it where it's like a mirror, we're both doing the same thing, you're holding it wrong. You want to have your left hand around here, your right hand should be strumming. So if you're holding it the wrong way, now's the time to flip it. Your neck will be pointing the opposite direction of mine, and then it'll all sound the way it's supposed to sound, okay? So what you want to do, once you've learned your C chord and your A minor chord, is practice going back and forth between the 2, because when you're playing a song, that's what you have to do. And what we're doing is we're creating these building blocks for you so that Once you get C and A minor down, then you can move on to the next one, and then you start kind of like when you're juggling and they throw one more ball in there and they're trying to put them all together. If you can't do it with 2, you definitely can't do it with 3, right? So we're going to go ahead, and there is an exercise document attached to this video that if you click on that, it'll take you through some exercises just with C and A minor to get those 2 chords down really well. But let's go ahead and we're going to do 4 strums on C. Then we're going to come up to A minor. We're going to do 4 strums there. Then we're going to go back to C and do 4 strums, and then we're going to go back to A minor and do 4 strums. And I'm going to stop real quick in between each one of those so you have a chance to set your hand. So go ahead and get your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret, the A string, for a C chord, and we're going to do this 4 times. Strum down 4 times. Ready? 2, 3, 4. C, 2, 3, 4. Good. Now set your middle finger down for A minor, 2nd fret, G string. Ready? 2, 3, 4. A minor. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now stop. Set your hand back for C chord. Ready? Here we go. C, 2, 3, 4. Stop. We're going to reset. Get our finger ready for A minor. Push down. And A minor. 2, 3, 4. Good. Now, what you want to do is get to the point where you can play 4 strums on each of those chords without having to stop in the middle or having to stop for just a split second of time. We're going to do that once, and then I'll let you go ahead and practice this, and if you think you're ready, you can move on to tutorial number 2. So we're going to do C 4 times, A minor 4 times, C 4 times, A minor 4 times. Here we go. Ready? 1, 2, C, chord. 1, 2, 3, 4. Switch. A minor. 2, 3, 4. Switch. C, 2, 3, 4. Switch. A minor. 2, 3, 4. Good. Once you can do that without having to stop in between, you are ready to move on to tutorial number 2, where we add the next chord in the progression, which is the F chord. So just keep working at it. It's really, really fun once you get it. Once you get 3 or 4 chords down, you're already ready to play some songs. So keep working at it. You got this, and have a great day.